those are the main stories. I hear the pitter-patter of a football somewhere in the studio. Mike Bushell, what's going on here?
I've lost count, 104, 105, 106. It's going to go on and on. How many keepy-uppies do you think you could do? Certainly not as many as John Farnworth here. I can maybe do 5, 6, maybe 10. If you're lucky, maybe 20. Well, John has been travelling the world breaking records all over the years while keeping a football in the air. He just doesn't stop. We'll speak to John in just a moment. I'll carry on counting. But first, let's take a look at some of his highlights in the past, him in action.
So this is the start of the Everest Trail. So it gets from here, challenge on. Let's go.
That's crazy, training on the ice. John, hi again, mate. So you're giving me a rest for a second.
John Farnworth.
First of all, yeah, I've got a bit of a confession when it comes to John. I'm surprised he's still talking to me. When it all started, really, these challenges back in 2009, John was doing the London Marathon while keeping the ball up in the air off his feet, keepy-uppies, 26.2 miles. And I did a training session with him by the Thames, and you passed the ball to me. It was your special ball that you've been training with for months and months. It was your lucky ball, and it sort of went and over the wall and into the river. And your face, can you just recreate your face at the time?
I didn't know how to react.
No.
I thought the whole thing was off. I was like, oh no. But
and so the ball is now sailing down the Thames at quite a pace. We got barges, we ran, we got a boat. Eventually, to my relief, we got it back.
Yes, just.
And that, you said that had quite a big impact because of what went wrong there.
Yeah, it did. A lot of people started talking about it, and then when I was doing the marathon, everyone was like, "Did you get your ball back? Did you get your ball back?" And obviously I did, and you know we managed to do that particular challenge.
So since then, it's gone from strength to strength. We saw they been up Everest, the Sahara, and now this frozen lake in Siberia. Well, how far is it again?
Well, we're crossing the width of it, Lake Baikal. It's 80k, so it's basically back-to-back marathon, but we're going to try and do it within a 48-hour time period. So it is an endurance record, but I'm going to have to quite literally get my skates on and move.
Well, so first of all, we're going to see some pictures of you again training on the ice. Practically, how does it work then? What do you wear? I mean, they look like trainers, are they? Maybe a bit heavier.
Well, they're actually lighter than they look, but it's basically a mix between a trail shoe and a running shoe. So it's quite light, but a lot chunkier than what I'm used to performing in. So that's been quite tough to get used to, but I have got used to them, as you can see. And I've just been putting the miles in, trying to get used to them. Funnily enough, when I go back to my regular shoes like this, it feels strange because everything's so light again. So I've really adapted to it, but for me it's really been about getting those distances covered and strengthening my...
Because that's the crazy thing, isn't it? Well, obviously you've got little grips on the bottom there, but you're not doing what you're doing there in one place, you're moving across the ice, which just gives us a demonstration of how hard that is. I mean,
do you want to go?
Well, keepy-uppies in one position is hard enough for me. Two. This is one of those terrible things. I mean, the pressure's on. You know, if you're taking a penalty in front of Alan Shearer, you're going to miss, aren't you? It's going to go over the bar. I can't always let him on.
It's like it's a funny technique because it's almost like a walk.
It's like a walk at the same time.
So you want to use your laces and kind of step forward as you go.
Sorry, Charlie. Anyway, look,
on your head.
While Charlie retrieves the ball, talk about the practicalities then. It means you get a stiff neck. How do you combat boredom? How do you keep your concentration? I'm pretty easily distracted, but over those hours, just doing that one thing, how on earth do you focus your mind?
It's quite meditative, actually, because I'm always looking at the ball, and for me, it sort of relaxes me. I mean, sometimes when you've got winds with us, the ice as well, that actually keeps your mind focused. Like when we did the Sahara, it was very, very windy, which was hard, but you can't switch off because the ball might move and you've got to adapt and sort of figure a way around those challenges. So when you get into, I mean, what people might call this a flow state. It just kind of goes and you know.
Wow, so it's almost like you're in a trance.
A bit like that.
But how, obviously practicalities like sleeping, going to the loo, eating, how does that all work? How many breaks are you allowed?
So I tend to take maybe a couple of breaks a day, but with the cold, I don't want to take that many breaks because I am going to be warm, but once I stop, it's going to be -20 at points. So I don't want to be stopping for too long. Luckily, I can balance the ball on different parts of my body to keep it under control.
So you can have almost a bit of a rest like that.
That's it. But when I did the marathon, I didn't go to the toilet once because I was sweating so much. I just went for it. So I think it'll be similar with this one. It'll just be a case of getting through it. We stop, we camp on the ice halfway, and then we continue on.
It must be the hardest one. Sahara, Everest, this, I mean...
I think endurance-wise and speed-wise and terrain, maybe the terrain was more difficult in the Sahara and on Everest, but I think distance and you know, I actually don't like the colds. No. So every morning I'm waking up.
Charlie has kept the ball. He hasn't given the ball back. Charlie.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, John's probably never, because of his ball control, he's probably never had to say the words, "Can I have a ball back, please, mister?" Because he never kicks it over the fence, do you? But you're going to say it now. Are you going to say it?
And I think you should bring it back, Charlie. Come on.
Come on. I'm fixed on here,
He's
Mike.
tied up.
Okay. Throw it that way.
Don't hit the cameras.
Just see if I can control it.
You're going to say it then? Oh, he will. He will control it.
Oh, kind of.
He's off.
I'm here if you need.
Ready? Should we go again?
Okay.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa.
That's
well, I did 4.
That's about 5 meters, I'd
5
say.
meters? And how many?
There.
80k, 5 meters, it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start.
Well, show us again.
Thanks, Mike.
Because people can do this professionally now. If they start off in the back garden, maybe the yard this afternoon in the park, have a go, try and see how many you can do. And you can turn professional if you stick at it and you're dedicated. Now, that's how John started. And he's been professional since around the early 2000s. And look at that. It's incredible. It's mesmerising. So get started. There we are.
That's it.
I think more practice for me, but John, good luck on your trek. You leave on Tuesday.
We do, yeah.
Siberia.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Follow you on social media.
Thank you
Follow
so
John
much.
Farnworth.
Cheers.
Good luck, John. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.